What's up, everybody? This is Unraveling. I'm here today with Judith, IVARI, and our special guest, Manny. I'm your host, Wano, and today is our game night edition, so we'll be playing today, Let's Get Deep, the Friends edition. So our special guest today is Manny, bro. So introduce yourself, bro. Say your name, where you're from, and your favorite ice cream. Fuck it.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Manny. I am from Manhattan, but I just recently moved to Staten Island. And honestly, my favorite ice cream, I would say, is probably cookies and cream.
Nice.
I'm a fan of cookies and cream.
I like vanilla. We got a story about cookies and cream.
Yeah.
That's gonna come for another special guest with Charlie and Emily. Stay tuned for that. Bro, honestly, I'm glad that you're the first guest here because, bro, like, you're one of my friends, so it's pretty cool. And you get to actually see, like, exactly what we do. Like, you supported me with the channel and podcast, and like, you didn't even know about this one. So you being on this is gonna be pretty lit for we could hear your point of view, and you have someone else besides me, Var and Judith's viewpoint in life. And so we have you as a special guest.
I appreciate that. Thank you
Of course.
for having me.
Thank you for accepting.
Word.
I know the schedule wise, a few people were also letting us know oh, we can't but thank you, and even letting us record here in
your spot.
place.
Yeah.
I love this spot. I really enjoy this shit.
Today.
Yep.
So thank you, Manny. And it's so good to reconnect because we have not
I
seen
know.
you for about 2 years now. I guess.
Apparently.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
weren't counting, but apparently other people were.
And we used to always hang every other weekend. Or
Yeah, every
other
weekend.
It's crazy how life gets in the way, you know?
It does.
It really is good to see you guys again.
Oh, thank you.
Where we were able to pick up where we left off, and we laughed already. We're chilling right now. Good vibes, good energy.
So Manny, well, thanks again for accepting. We're just, we want the people who are watching us, we want them to know a little bit more about you, fast. You don't have to give a whole speech about what it is, but I'm gonna give you some questions and then just speed answers. So,
Got it, no problem.
No pressure though.
You got this, bro.
I'm excited to be quite honest.
I'm confident for the Brody.
All right. So, what is your favorite breakfast?
My favorite breakfast, I would say it's probably eggs and French fries.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Different.
okay.
That's different.
If you were to write a book, what would it be about?
Oh, wow. Okay, it'll probably be a comedy, but I'll probably call it The Diary of Despair.
Despair? What's
Yeah.
despair?
Well, it's sad, but it'll be comedy though.
Heard you. Got you. I like that.
What is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent, I used to do kickboxing for 2.5 years.
Oh,
Mhm.
Okay. I did it for a few months.
about that. Oh, wow.
Jenny con las botas, for real.
Watch out when you
Watch out.
Alright, if you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Honestly, probably to Manny.
Anyway, would you ever appear on a reality show?
Oh, great question. It depends on what reality show, to be quite honest.
What reality show would you want to be in?
Oh.
Bonus question.
You know what? I think I'll probably be a love reality show, I Love
Okay.
New York or something like that.
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
I love New York.
I love Manny.
I love Manny.
I will be the host. I will be looking for love.
Word.
The next Bachelor.
The next Bachelor.
Alright, what is one thing you regret spending money on?
Damn. Oh, that's a great question. You know what? Probably a laptop. Yeah.
Really?
I think that's a good investment, though.
I got my first laptop that I ever bought was a MacBook, but I'm it wasn't universal. I
Heard
thought,
you.
I could use it for college, and my college just used Windows, so I was like,
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Alright, next question. What is your favorite body part?
My favorite body part? I don't know. Probably my hands, because I could grab things.
Finish the phrase. The way to my heart is.
Ice cream.
Nice.
Save one.
All right. Well, that's the last speed question. Now, so are you? I know you mentioned it off cameras about the whole horoscope thing, how you feel about it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna introduce this new segment either way on here because we actually, when we used to work together, I actually got Anna to horoscope thing. He there was times he made me read his horoscope on the daily. So we're just gonna read horoscopes.
And it's okay if you don't like believe in like horoscopes. Like, it's not.
Let's hear. I'm interested to see what's my.
I just like hearing it too. It was just fun. It was just funny. Like it'd be like, oh, like
We're definitely gonna have Manny for the horoscope edition when we have here. If we could hear his perspective about it.
I look forward to that one.
We're gonna have Nico on that one. Shout out Nico.
All right, Manny. So we're gonna read your horoscope, and you are a Capricorn, correct?
I am.
Okay, so we're gonna do your monthly horoscope, and for March 2023, it says, you might feel as though everyone is venting their frustrations to you right now, dear Capricorn, because Pisces season activates the sector of your chart that governs communication. Whether or not you're in the mood to socialize, others will flock to you for comfort, advice, and reassurance. Though your compassionate nature will find pleasure in supporting your loved ones, it would be a mistake to overexert yourself tending to the emotional needs of others. Luckily, reading, learning, and catching up with your low-maintenance companions can help replenish your cup, so be sure to direct your energy accordingly.
Don't be surprised if you find yourself the center of attention this month, dear Scorpio, because Pisces season activates your solar 5th house. This cosmic climate is poised to elevate your aura, allowing you to appear as passionate, talented, and fun-loving force that you are. People will drawn to your open yet mysterious demeanor, giving you a chance to make new friends while continuing to nurture the relationships you care about the most. You'll also feel more creative and passionate as the stars open you up to divine inspiration. However, you'll need to get serious about your artistic goals when Saturn enters the sign of the fish on March 7th. This is a long one. The astrological new year manifests as the sun enters Aries and the sector of your chart that governs health, routines, and work on the 20th. The universe will ask you to get organized in your agenda. Especially if you have big plans for the next 12 months, just remember to nurture your body with each milestone you hit. Being mindful to eat well, rest up, and practice self-care when you need to. The new moon the next day marks the perfect occasion to reconnect with your New Year's resolution, especially if you've been struggling to implement new habits.
I agree. I can see that. A lot of thoughts. I mean, a lot of change is gonna come my way right now. I already started, like, different doors just open, new opportunities came my way, and I got a lot of attention right now. I could definitely see that, so I'm excited to see what comes with it this month. It's about to be lit. Word.
Scorpios out there.
Scorpio, we about to go up this year. You know, fuck Pisces, but we going up. Keep it 100. If you know, you know.
It's like, because of Pisces, you have to, focus on yourself, but...
That's what I'm saying. Get away from me.
This month will be sweet yet emotional one for you, dear Virgo, because Pisces season activates the sector of your chart that governs love. On one hand, you'll discover that it's easier to find harmony in your heart while opening up that special someone. On the other hand, the emotions you both have counterparts could be overwhelming at times, especially during the full moon of March 7th. Watch out. Self-care will play an important part on your role and well-being as Saturn migrates to the sign of the fish of that day. You'll be asked to set healthy boundaries for you and your partner.
Oh,
Wow.
That was deep, not gonna lie. And I don't
Y'all get intense in the love shit. Shout out to our first episode when we were talking about love. So if you guys went under the table, was wearing red underwear, you guys got what you wanted. I don't know.
Me and Ant were watching it behind the scenes, and it was so interesting to hear very similar New Year's resolutions about eating the grapes and going underneath the table, and then like turning up. And thank you for the shout out.
I shouted him out with the trash can.
Yeah, I was still like surprised about that one. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, that's unique.
I was like, damn, that's what I needed to do. No wonder. Well, yeah, that was our little segment of horoscopes. We'll check in on March 7th because apparently March 7th is a big day for everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out March 7th.
His was March 2nd, right?
2nd?
No, 7th also. Yeah.
Yours was the 7th too? Wow.
I think so, yeah.
It's the 7th. 777.
What a holy number.
Nah, yeah, OD. I'm not gonna lie.
Text in the group chat, like, so how's everybody?
Worse. How's everyone? Nah, we really got a lot of blessings recently. Like both of us, like we got to see where we were going to the next chapter, and it was really cool. Manny's going to grad school, which is fire. And I got a new job opportunity, so that's fire. So, what about you guys? What's coming your way?
Definitely going based on whatever my horoscope said.
You got love?
Self-care? No, self-care. Like, I was like, hold on, what? No, definitely self-care. Like, I texted you guys during the week. I was like, can we record on Friday? Because, like, I'm overwhelmed right now.
She pulled the 1-0.
Yeah.
1.0, sorry.
I think self-care for me too, because as you guys can probably tell, I'm still not fully recovered from my cold. So yeah, I was also saying like, hey, like let's record Friday instead because yesterday was not it.
Well, you look great though, by the way.
You can't even tell.
Are really giving.
This game night episode is going to be based on Let's Get Deep, Friends Edition. It's pretty much a game that we got from Target. Shout out Target. It's pretty much 3 categories: icebreaker, deep, and deeper. Icebreaker is just to break the ice, as everyone knows. Deep is just basic things that's not going to be opening too much doors. And the third one, just be prepared to open trauma events. So,
Wow.
PTSD is real.
It's that type of game?
It gets deeper and deeper. Shout out to Derek. It gets deeper and deeper.
What is scary, man?
Nah, it's not that
It might be
crazy.
traumatic. It might
It's
just
not
be a
that
little
deep.
one person.
I don't know. Deeper sounds deeper.
Deeper, you will definitely get into deep. We'll be like, huh? That's how we understand now.
Have you guys played this game before?
We played this many times before. We surprised each other. I was like, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, shed a few tears.
We learned a couple things.
Yeah. So we're gonna start it off with just the icebreakers to get the flow into it. You know, just get it loosey goosey, as they say, the vibes. So who wants to start first with the icebreaker? Who wants to go first? I don't mind going
I
first.
could go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, honors to Manny.
And are we going to choose the person, or we're just gonna go around?
We're gonna just go around.
Sounds good.
Okay. Oh, this one's nice. What is your comfort food?
My comfort food. If it's in the morning, sausage, egg, and cheese. If it's in the afternoon, chicken cutlets. I love chicken cutlets. If it's dinner, bread and eat with rice.
I love how you gave variety.
Oh, I thought you had to give different. All right, sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll. I thought it was different time. Okay. Go ahead, Judith.
For me, definitely just like any. I guess it's like between sweet and salty, like salty, like Lay's with salsa Valentina. You already know.
Yes.
And then like sweet, like chocolate cookies, like that. Any like chocolate chip cookies. That's it.
Heard. What about you, Paul?
Well, I am more of a spice person. I guess taste. So I would say the Lay's with salsa Valentina, but Judith already took that. But that's also a good one. I guess it depends. But I would say either like maybe some like chilaquiles, or some ramen.
Oh,
like,
nice.
I hate soup.
Or pho. Like pho is really good, especially
What's pho?
after you have a long night and you're like drinking or something, and then, or even just like you had like a really heavy dinner the
For the
night
crew, though.
before, and the next day like you have like that nice little like broth. Oh, it's so good. It's really really good. So yeah, I guess that would be it. What about you, Manny?
Honestly, so I'm not too much of a sweet guy unless it's probably like cookies and cream ice cream. But I would say, similar to you, like I very much into spicy food.
Ooh.
Honestly, I would say probably like Indian or Thai food would be my comfort food. I'm very into like that spice. So like if it's Indian food, samosas, and if it's like Thai food, probably like very spicy pad Thai without the peanuts, because you know the peanuts add sweet, and I'm just not a fan.
True.
Yeah.
Now you got me craving some curry right now. I don't know why, but
I've been
Word.
craving curry for like a while now. Like, I don't know. Is there like any good like curry spots here in the island? Like,
Honestly, by my old job, by on Bay Street, I think it's Bay Street and
Behind the courthouse, right?
yeah.
He's been trying to put me on there. I haven't tried Thai food, but
Yeah, honestly,
we gotta go.
you would really like it, bro. Not gonna lie, like it's very like authentic Thai food, but they have this curry that I tried, and it's actually really good.
Definitely down to try
We're
it.
gonna try that. Yeah.
It's behind the courthouse by the little burrito shop. I forget what's that one called too. By Dunkin' and shit. By the CSI.
I
Yeah.
think it's called Chiang Noi Thai. if
Chiang
I'm
Noi
not
Thai.
mistaken, Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's still
Is it?
there. It's like a
Oh.
wood. It has the wooden doors. Yes.
I know.
You've been there
I've
before?
been there. I don't remember what I had.
Oh.
But yes, I've been there before. But I thought they closed it down. Okay,
It's really
I guess
good.
I-
Well,
It's been a while, huh?
Alright,
Okay.
So, want to do the next one?
Yeah, I got the next icebreaker.
Alright.
Who in the friend group is the funniest? Vari.
What?
my answer is Vari. Go ahead, Vari. Who would you want to go? Who would you
I
think?
don't know. I would say Manny.
Oh, he do guys jokes. He do guys jokes.
Honestly, I was gonna say you, bro. You got me cracking up.
Go ahead, bro. Shit, it's just each other at this point.
We're all funny. Like, I mean, the times that like we've been around Manny, it's like Manny. Just,
Ready to be
like,
winning
I'm
yours?
so honored.
it's like, I feel like he doesn't even like, he's not like trying to like make the laugh. It just comes out,
He's
like,
just a vibe. It's fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Definitely.
That was a good one. This math starts for recent for
That was-
Ivari. Ivari's fucking got
No,
jokes.
he didn't even think about it. He was just like, Ivari.
Okay, so the next questions we got, we're gonna go straight to the next level, which is level 2. It's deep. So since we got the icebreakers, you got to go first. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it better to be the youngest, middle, or oldest child?
That's a good one. Who would like to go first?
I would say the youngest.
The youngest? You rather be the youngest?
I agree.
Okay.
I am the oldest.
Yep.
So let me just tell you, it's got to be the youngest.
But you're from of 2, right? Your oldest
Yeah,
of
well,
2?
I have one younger sister, but yeah.
And you got one younger sister as well, right?
Two.
2 younger
years.
sisters. You got 2 younger sisters. Perfect.
Both of
You got
guys
2
are
younger
the
sisters.
oldest then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to feel the 3-sibling thing. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you. You
So,
too,
yeah.
man.
No, I'm actually the middle child.
You're the middle child? Oh, yeah, you're the middle child.
So yeah, I have one older brother and one younger sister, and the crazy part is that we're very close in age. My brother's 27. I just turned 26 in January, and me and my brother are both in January, so we're not even 12 months apart. We're 11 months apart. Yeah, and then my sister's in August, so she's 26. So we're like extremely close in age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's really good though. Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you say then? What would be better?
That's a great question. I thought that was a deeper question.
It's getting deep. It's getting deep.
Damn, that's the first question already.
Sheesh.
I would say honestly, like, I would probably agree with you, the youngest. Like, well, because I only have one sister, so there's 2 boys in my family. But I mean, my sister was always like the princess of the family.
Yeah,
But she does a lot for us too, so I think she kind of deserves it. Not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Erica.
Facts. Honestly, me, I'm good being the older sibling. I'll stay with that. I guess it's just the experience I go through first, so they don't get to see it. Cause like, if it was the other roll around, trust me, I would got my shit together too if I was them, just like dude do. So, I'd rather say as an older sister, cause the younger sister, the younger sibling, is literally the one who has like the most. So like, let's say the top one and the middle one is struck, like made it up far, and you haven't. So you're like behind it. But then again, the middle child is the forgotten one sometimes. So I'm good.
You could say that again.
Yep. The middle child sometimes forget it. And we see you.
Definitely
But
agree
I'd rather be the oldest one, honestly. It's either I make it or break it to see it.
I
Mm-hmm.
guess it also plays in a lot with, what your kind of like what your relationship is, like how close you
That's
are,
true.
but also like I guess thinking about it in a way where it's like were you parentified too much as a
Heard 'em.
kid? So I think that plays a role. And like how a lot of Hispanic or Latino families, like most of the time the oldest sibling is going to get most of
The
that.
heart, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
So I think it also plays a lot, to see like who's like I guess getting more of the good parts of the relationship and like who's getting more of like the neglected, I guess, in a way.
I hear you.
So yeah, but that's interesting. I think like we all just kind of like have our own little, like, spot and like where so.
Yeah, honestly, and I thought both of you guys were actually the youngest in your family.
Yeah.
Oldest.
I mean, also like what you were saying, right? I feel like it also ties into like the age gap between like your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So like my middle sister, we're only 2 years apart, and then we have the youngest one who we're like basically 20 plus years apart.
Oh.
So like, and now it's kind of like a lot of people are always like, you're like her third mom at this point. It's like, yeah, it honestly, yeah, it does feel like that. But it's also, I guess, you get to experience like seeing her grow up and like teaching her and stuff like that. So guiding her. So yeah.
That honestly is very commendable,
Yeah.
And again, shout out to Erica, but she has 2 older brothers, but she holds the family.
There's always that one.
No, yeah, it literally is always that one. I give it to my sister too. She's the one who holds it down.
I can see that.
Yeah, she the lead household. I'm barely there.
It's always the sisters.
Yeah,
Right?
I give sisters really pause, bro, because they really get the end of it. Like, it's crazy. So shout out to sisters.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to the Himana.
The word are hermanas, those hermanitas, the little siblings, little sis / big sis. Siblings episode coming soon. Stay tuned for that one.
So it says, what class or exam are you surprised you passed because you thought you failed?
One more time.
Yes. All right. So it says, what class or exam you are surprised you passed because you thought you had failed?
Who wants to go first? Alright, so I'll go first. So I had my last semester pretty much last fall, right? Spring? Whatever it is. Last year. And I thought I was gonna pass the main class. I ended up slacking on that one, but I passed my math one with an A. And I've been taking math 150 for like 3 semesters straight. So I could never pass it until this semester. So I was very tight with myself. But then again, I was surprised. So I got an A on that shit somehow. On like literally the whole class overall was an A. I was like, damn. Yeah. What about you guys?
I would say the class that I was most surprised that I passed was like calculus. Like the first, like I really thought I was gonna have to like retake that class. But thankfully I didn't because calculus is hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
And it's like not even like the calculus too. It's like the first one, like the first level, and I'm like, oh god, like I don't even know, like where do we go from here? Like, but yeah.
Made it to calculus.
Word. I guess.
You have biology as your major. You have all the sciences and all the math. It's horrible because you need calculus for chemistry. So that is like, oh my god, it's just draining. Never go to science.
I hear in that one.
Yeah, I guess for me also like a math. Like,
Math's a struggle.
It was just like really like I'm majoring in business, right? Shouldn't I be passing these classes? Zero? Like, but no, apparently not. But I think it was just like more of like math. Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I think there was this one class. It was the emotions of psychology class, and I don't know what was the code, but it was very writing intensively, and I hated writing essays.
I used to love writing, but now I can't.
Oh my god! And I passed. Like it was like with a B-, I think. I swear. I was just really like kind of just writing like just to do the essay.
At this point, which is over it. Fuck
I
it.
was like, whatever. And at one point, I remember we had a project where we had to write. We had to watch Inside Out, and it was our final. And I don't know. I picked the hardest question. It was like, why do people cry at times when they were happy? So I'm here like thinking it was deep, emotional. No, we have like muscular tissue in here that when you're sad, it stimulates tears. But it also, ironically enough, it's the same muscles that stimulate happiness when you're like really emotionally happy and you're like smiling a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it pushes up your tear glands. I thought it was deeper. It was not.
It's just
The more you know, right?
Right, shit.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. I'm like, oh, okay, that explains why. It's that too. It's not nothing else. Right?
It's a little sweat, you know. Oops.
I sweat, right?
Alright.
Go ahead, Ivari.
Okay. Did you join or would you join a fraternity or sorority in college, and why?
Yes.
You go
I
for
would
it.
love to join one. I wish I would join one.
Wait, tell me why. Why would you want us to join one?
I just feel like in college I wasn't like very active with like student activities and stuff like that. I wish I would have connected a little bit more with like with like the college life and stuff like that. I feel like I didn't get to experience that. So I feel like if I was able to join one, I would have been able to have that experience.
Oh, you would have been outside, gang. You would have been outside.
I just feel like that's the reason why I would have like.
No, I feel you. Honestly, like similar to you, like I didn't necessarily partake in student life like that. I was a resident advisor at the time when I was in college, so like I was just kind of in the dormitory a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I could have been a better resident advisor. But in terms of this question, like I don't think I would join a fraternity. I did go to fraternity parties. It wasn't a vibe. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't because like it was Staten Island or not. I think it was just a little too rambunctious for my kind of taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
I feel you. I would dead join one. I'll be lit in that
You
one.
would.
I think I would. But then again, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I was always around like people and friends. I always had a friend in every class I went into, so I didn't miss much. Like even parties, I got invited to it, but it'd be cool to have a leather jacket, low key. Did you still do that? Is that true? Do you really get a leather jacket or a bomber
I
jacket?
think that's like back in the day.
Oh,
not now.
Omega, whatever. I'm down joining Omega.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that shit's fire. I would definitely down, especially if it's like the ones where they do their their routine where they dance and shit like that, the clap shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
hard. Yeah, I would do that.
They're cheer, right, or something like that.
Oh, it's cheer?
No,
I feel
like
like there's another word, but I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
like
do that
their
one.
Logo, I don't know.
Yeah.
For it.
It's like they're greeting. I don't know.
They're greeting. I think
Yeah.
they're greeting.
I would love to learn how to do one of
They're
those.
like Omega.
Yeah, Omega. Like, yo, just throwing sets up and shit. Like that's just crazy. Yo, that'd be fire.
You're gonna have to just cut.
We're
Word.
just gonna make our own. Like,
Word. That's it. Omega Men.
Omega 2.0.
Word. There you go. What about you, Ivari?
I would say yes. Obviously for all the reasons that were mentioned. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to party? A, and then B. Surprisingly, I've heard a lot of good stories about, obviously you have to be on good terms with your sorority, but then once you graduate, a lot of times those are connections that are going to help you in your career afterwards. So why wouldn't I want something that would, kind of give me that little push?
Yeah, the network does pay off. Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely networking, beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say yes.
That's true. My cousin wasn't a sorority one. She loved it. She graduated and everything. She did all the events and the rituals, right? Rituals and shit like that. She said it was intense, but she enjoyed it.
Rituals.
I mean, everyone has their own
how you have to join it. You gotta do certain tasks and shit like that.
I thought
pledges.
was
illegal.
Pledges. There you go.
Wait, I thought that was illegal. They don't.
You know what?
Purple Mania.
Purple Mania.
Who would have thought? I would have never known.
Let's just say there's an application and interview process for sororities.
Yep.
Interview process.
Interview process and activities.
So,
Go ahead. All right, I'll take this one because I saw the first one. What is the best school trip you ever been on?
Damn. I didn't go on a school trip.
I was low-key gonna say that.
yeah,
I didn't really go to school trips.
Just like any point in your life, because
Any point.
yeah,
Okay.
What's the most memorable one to you? You know.
Honestly, I think for me, it would probably be my senior trip in high school, because they always did their trip in the middle of the year. So we went in January instead of the ending of the year.
Okay.
So we went to a lodge, and it was like blizzarding at that time. It was just so beautiful. So like I would say probably like I will never forget that trip. And I always wanted to go back lodging, but who got money for that?
Well, you know what? Maybe now you can.
I think
I think like that's why I didn't even go to my like senior trip in like high school because of money. Like honestly,
that was
that's
expensive. It's like
why-
800, 700.
Let you go on that trip. Another sad part about being the oldest child. My parents would never let me go.
Be like that. Mine was, it was in the city. I just saw it in TikTok. It used to be like this restaurant that you go through it, and like inside it was like a spaceship, and apparently like you'll go through it and it'll shake and shit, but it was just like a little ride, and it'll take you downstairs. I'm gonna send you. Yeah, no, it's not NASA. No, it's not NASA. It's a fucking cool. I was like in elementary school, like 4th grade. That was like the most memory thing I had. Nah, bro, it closed down not long ago. I'm gonna send you guys the video. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it was in the city. Yeah, it was the PS60 trip. And like, yo, I always thought it was a dream, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Until like recently, I saw the TikTok. I'm like, yo, I know I was not tripping. I knew this shit was real.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name either.
Yeah, it was like some like Galaxy some shit, but it was fucking fire, bro. Go ahead. What about you guys?
For me, it was going to the Guggen. What is it, Guggenheim?
Oh, the Guggenheimer Museum.
I don't know why I always remember that trip. Like I don't know, and I recently started to seeing like like the whole museum like discounts and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, I should go because it's one of them. I think right now they have like lower prices and stuff.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm
We gotta
like,
go.
Go check it out. I haven't been there in forever.
I forgot about the Guggenheim Museum. There was, it wasn't this Guggenheimer, but there was one trip that I went to. It was senior year of high school, but it was like for history class, and there was a mansion in the city. I can't remember the name of it. Beautiful layout. I need to Google it, but like it was in near Central Park, and I will never forget one of the most craziest things I learned in this museum is that homeless people would sneak into the mansion because that's how like big it was that you wouldn't even know
That's crazy.
people were there.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. I think you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And it's like a literally like a giant square building, but it's a mansion.
Okay, yeah,
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It's in the city, right?
Yes, it's in the
Yeah,
city,
yeah,
near
yeah,
Central
yeah.
Park. And one of the most ironic
We were
things,
supposed to have I was supposed to go to some event in there mad long ago.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
and one of the craziest things I learned in the museum is that the daughter of the guy who owned the mansion, because the homeless people used to sneak into the mansion, she was the one who built the fences around Central Park.
Wow.
Yeah. What a pendeja.
I mean, listen, I think the part that I think is like, if you have a mansion, you know you're gonna lose track of who's in what room.
In the city too,
Yeah,
and it was
so-
it's a historical mansion, so
That's
like,
crazy.
and I would never forget, it was massive, and I'm like, damn, to have that much money and that time period, and to live in a place like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think it was just him and his daughter. Well, obviously, with like the people who worked in the mansion, but like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, what do
Yeah.
you need all of that space
right?
for?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Shit, I
I
want
mean,
it
if you have a
all.
big family, sure.
I'm gonna Google this place. I'm gonna like.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a thumbnail.
So,
We're gonna share that shit.
but you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't remember the name right now, but yes, I know what you're talking about. I think also just like Central Park was also, it has like such a big like history with like
Right.
homeless people and like slavery and we actually in college we did like a photography like tour around Central Park
Oh,
and
wow.
different areas. They were like explaining to us like what each like Central Park area used to be and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely I know they're
I wish I
Like-
remember the name.
yeah.
Well, I looked it up and it says the Belverde Castle. I don't know if that's the one.
Is it really?
It
I don't know.
Belverde Castle is a folly in Central Park in Manhattan, New York City.
Maybe.
So-
Are they the same ones with like here on Staten Island? Because isn't there also like a Belverde like in the what is it, Toad Hill or whatever? There's also a Belvedere like house here on Staten Island.
I know of the Catskill castles, like in the Bronx. That was also a field trip I went to.
Yeah.
I remember that castle. Which again, who would have thought that there was castles in New York City?
Right. We're just like, oh no, it's just like some old house that looks like a church. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Like,
yeah, well,
like,
I mean, that's what I found, but you know,
yeah. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
that was a great question. I need to get this game.
This is level 3, getting deeper. The traumatic event ones. Trigger warning.
Alright, who's gonna go first?
I'll go first again. Let's cry today. What the fuck? How many times have you been in love?
Wow.
I'm on my 3rd strike, gang. Let's see where that goes.
Honestly, probably me too. 3.
3,
I've
right?
been in love 3 times. I'm single now. Yeah, my God.
We'll leave his social media.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yo, shout out to my son, Manny.
I don't know what's his...
No, I'm old school. Like like Anthony knows, I don't have any social media. Like
He doesn't
I
even
don't
know how
have
to work
Facebook,
TikTok.
Instagram.
I mean, Instagram.
Yeah, so I have it
You're
for,
just like Ivari.
I have it for work, but like I don't have like personal ones. Like I'm very like if you want to hit up my hotline,
It's my
Look
cell
for him
phone
in
number.
person.
cell phone, yeah,
As Ivari says, if you want to look for me in person.
for real, right?
Exactly.
What about you?
Sorry.
Wow, you got the
Wow.
The Virgos, you know, remember their horoscope. Let's hear their shit.
Like I feel like once, like for real, like once.
Once too many or once in general?
Once in general.
She said Uno, bro.
Yeah.
Just Uno.
I think that's a Virgo thing.
Well, yeah, I guess. Wait,
Actually,
I want to say 2, but realistically, I think it's probably 1. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Audience is like, it better be one.
You've already found her one and only.
I found
Her 1-0.
her 1.0. 1.0.
1.0. That was a good one. Okay, who wants to go next?
Manny,
Me? Okay. Let's do an end card. Oh, who is the happiest person you know and why?
My grandma. My grandma is always happy, bro. Like, I don't know. She's always happy. She's just mad peaceful. Like, you're next to her and she's just peaceful as fuck. Yeah, she's always happy.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
Might be, like, partying it up.
Yo, my grandma's like, you gotta meet my grandma.
Dance floor, like.
Yo, she's awesome. Shout out grandma.
What about you, ladies?
You go. I have to think about it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, I guess we're getting deeper and deeper, right?
Yeah.
Deeper.
I mean, I want to say someone else, but I don't know. I guess honestly, my husband, because he just happy all the time. It seems. I don't know.
I think he masks it.
Even when I'm angry, he's happy. So I don't know.
Someone
He's
gotta be happy.
unbothered.
I like that.
Yeah.
Goals.
What about you, Judith?
I guess currently, my baby sister. Like,
Yeah.
She has all the reasons.
She has,
She doesn't know
like-
what's going on.
Yeah, we could be like in the worst mood and she's just chilling there. Like, and it's so funny because sometimes she's like, she gets mad, like frustrated whenever she can't do something. But like 2 seconds later, you see her and she's like perfectly fine, like laughing and stuff. So yeah, definitely my baby sister. Like, yeah.
This is a good question. I feel like honestly,
What about
I probably would. Latino people, you know, we have such a wide range of emotions. But I would say probably like my sister too. Like she, as much as because we're so close in age, we go through similar things. But she's as very resilient, and I admire that of her. I do, and she knows how to like be happy in tough times.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more emotional,
Yeah,
stability.
I need more positivity in my life sometimes.
I wish I could be like that.
Word.
I've been working on being more positive about life, but I don't know. At some point in your, like, it's already just ingrained in you, and it's like, it's not easy to switch that off, so.
I feel you. Feel you. It's getting deeper.
It's getting deeper.
Question in there. They already went. So.
Alright, I'll take the other. Wow. What sacrifices have you made in your life?
Oh, man.
Way too many.
Let's take a moment of silence for that one.
Moment of silence. All right, we're back. So fuck that shit. We don't regret it. What's done is done. But you want to go first on this one? Cause I made a lot of sacrifices, and just not even just for myself, for people, bro. It's just I don't know, a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that what a great question. I need to get this game. Is this held in Target?
Yeah, shout out Target. Shout out Target. Target sponsor.
I guess.
Honestly, I would say like
Facts.
some of the sacrifices. And repeat the question again so I could answer it correctly.
No worries. It just, what sacrifices have you made in your life? So you can list as many as you want.
I don't have to say why.
Nah.
Okay.
But that could be a follow-up.
I would say, I think I sacrificed a lot of family time for personal growth, especially in college, for sure. But I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So it is a double-edged sword. What a great question, though.
I feel you on that. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't sacrifice a lot of things. But I feel like I sacrificed a little bit of my childhood. But at the same time, I got to enjoy it later on in life. So I got to see it. What about you guys? That both was crazy. It's getting deeper and deeper.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to say that some of the things that I've sacrificed would probably be also my childhood. I think a lot of my individuality. I would say also I would say I sacrificed a little bit of personal growth for more of your career growth, I think that also was something that I had to kind of give up. But yeah, I think that's it for today.
It's getting deeper. You got that.
I feel like the sacrifices that I made is not putting me first, basically putting other people first, doing things that I'm I should have looked out for myself instead of other people. I feel like that's mostly what I sacrificed. It's on the, I guess with family and that I'm because you get that stuff you get those comments where they're you always put other people before you, and you I guess you have that guilt sometimes that you're damn, I'm really putting my family second and stuff, right? So I feel that's kind of the sacrifices that I've made. I put my family first, which is I get it, I get where people come from. They're yeah, I love my family and this and that, but sometimes you have to put yourself first, even if they're family. So definitely that's one of the sacrifices that I've made.
I can't think about we before I think about me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
So yeah.
Snapple facts.
Snapple facts. Yep. I heard that so much. Yeah, but yep.
I think that's a big part. It's always the guilt. Why is it always the guilt? I don't know.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I think it's kind of ingrained in Latino culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You think about the family as it's a very much collective instead of individualism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I would say that I do prefer that in versus I know that you should be putting yourself probably above, everything else. But I think it's a way of like finding that balance where it's like you have to also keep in mind the people around you. I mean, it can't just be about you. So there's definitely a balance that needs to be there, but definitely can't go too far into individualism.
No,
And I mean culturally, like too, like it's just I don't think we can do that.
Honestly, I agree with you because like before the sacrifice, my answer was like family time. Like I was the first in my family to have a college degree, but like at what cost of like to spend time with my family, and I'm grateful for like the experience I had as like a resident advisor living in the dorms, but there's times when I'm like, I was on call for Christmas or like a certain holiday. I'm like, it would have been nice to spend it with family.
Yeah.
So you hit it, girl. Go ahead.
Okay. What upgrades are you in need of?
Wow.
Should we start with the BBL?
Okay.
Shout out to the BBLs.
Shout out to the BBL. Did you ever get like any type of like
Surgery?
surgery done? Like
No.
I'll get my teeth done and my eye vision.
Okay.
Oh, like LASIK?
LASIK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Teeth and
blind
eyes,
as
I'll
fuck.
Probably lips. I'm like, I have not lips.
I got
I'm like, what's wrong with your lips?
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like,
I feel like they're too thin, or like.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Really?
It's like it depends on the day. Like
Like,
Depends where
I
I'm going.
I don't think it'll be lips. Probably no, not eyes, because I have like good vision too. I don't know. I'm a bad
Manny,
bitch all
you're
around.
perfect.
Yeah, you really are. Like,
No, honestly, okay, so ironically enough, and I swear this is a real surgery, but you can actually get taller through surgery.
Yes.
They cut your bones, but like spacing, and then when your bones grow back, you become taller.
yeah.
I would do that.
I would not do
that.
I know.
Short kings.
But it would be
Stack
nice
up.
to be 6 feet. Like 2 inches away. I think I could do it.
Oh, man.
Yoga stretches.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't do it. I'll stay at 4'11". I'm good.
Well, you got tacos on, so
Exactly. You know what? If anybody remembers this, Jenny Rivera. Do you guys know who Jenny Rivera is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Just making sure. You gotta know your audience, right? Okay, well, Jenny Rivera said, if God didn't give me height, I can buy it. So that's why you got the botas. You could also do surgery, but I'm not about that.
I'll just get a couple
She'll
inches more.
just get the BBL and the botox.
Like, should we ask your husband?
I can't.
And hair. Sorry, hair.
Oh, I would do hair. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I look good bald. I'm a senor limpio, like Mr. Clean. I would do hair, like I would do hair.
I'll do hair too. It's all good, bro. My shit decreasing too. It's all good. Shout out to Star Jeans for the hot.
Wait, what do you want?
It's good to get like thicker hair,
Yeah, I want more thicker hair. Yeah, mine is thinning. I feel.
Are there no extensions for guys? No, I'm like.
No, they
genuinely
are, but
curious.
honestly, I think they're probably more expensive for guys than they are for girls.
I seen guys.
Yeah.
I seen
Probably.
like celebrities have that shit. Like Drake was one of them. They had the fake braids and shit like that.
Yeah.
People who have dreads put like fake hair sometimes too.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of.
I think they're called Dupois. I think they're called.
Dupois, there you
Yeah.
go.
Or
Dupois.
Dupois, I think.
Something like that.
Wait, are you talking
They're like the fake hair for men. Dupois.
toupees?
Toupees.
Toupees.
I said it wrong. Toupees.
Eyes, like
Eyes?
It's like, because I wear contacts. It's
Oh,
like,
you do?
contacts and glasses.
Wow.
So like lately, my vision, like when I don't have like glasses or contacts, like it's so bad. Like
Wow.
I could be like looking at something like right here,
I
and it's like
never
it's
knew
bad.
you wear glasses. Every time that we hanged out, you always like never wore glasses.
Even in Vari last time that I was with her, she's like, "Oh, you're wearing your glasses," and I'm like,
She barely wears
I wear them
I
very
see her wear a
often
couple of
lately.
times,
I'm like,
I'm
yeah.
very surprised. Like I remember, we literally used to go out every Friday. And I'm like, I never wear glasses.
No. Like I guess I'm not wearing
Anthony
them
makes
often.
fun of me because I wear sunglasses a lot. He calls me Blade.
Bro, he be dressed in all black with his trench coat and his beanie. Black glasses. My son looking like Blade, Neo. Yo, you know Blade or Neo. If you know, you know.
That's great.
Yo, shout out Nick. If he's watching this, you know what we're talking about. Oh, God. Shout out to Nick.
Let's see here. Let's do the middle one. What was a misfortune you experienced that turned into an opportunity?
Oh. I guess I could start.
Okay.
I'll start.
Alright.
Okay, so like a year ago or so, when I actually quit my job, around that time a lot of things happened. Like it was just like 1 week I was in the hospital, then I had like a death in like the family, and then I quit.
Wow.
So it was like a whole bunch of things like happening all at once.
Mhm.
But I feel because of that, like I was able to, well, I took a break, like a 6-month break from not working at all. Like,
Mhm.
so I feel like that helped a lot because it was kind of just like I need to just chill out.
Mhm.
There was a lot going around. The timing of like the things that happened were just like, whoa, like they just hit all at once. I feel like that, you know, you plan out things in your life. You're like, all right, because I had that planned out. I was the one who quit and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, like I'll be good, right? But then just life was just like back to back things. I'm like, oh shit, like hold up, what? But
crazy.
yeah, like it was like a lot of things going on at once, all within like 2 weeks. Like literally, I think since I like put my 2-week notice, like that same day, like
the next day,
things like. So it was like that. I feel like that's what it was. That like the what was the word that they
The
put?
misfortune.
The misfortune.
Mhm.
But because of that, I was able to be like, all right, let's take a step back, use this time to just chill out, do whatever. And in those 6 months, like I feel like I really did need that break. Like not just because of the latest like events that were happening in my life, but just like I just needed a break. It was just like, no, just chill out. Like this is your sign, you gotta chill out. So I think that was good because I was able to just take a step back, but also, you know, take time for myself, do things that I wanted to do, and learn a couple things. Because during my time off, I was just like still trying to like do different things, and I eventually started to just work like do like contract work and like, you know, basically me putting my own hours. I like work whenever I wanted to. So I feel like
boss
that,
lady.
yeah.
Boundaries.
Big girl pants.
My big girl pants. So definitely that. Yeah, that's for me. Yeah.
Honestly, like now that hearing your story, I would say like a misfortune that turned into an opportunity, and like I always think about him till to this day, losing my father, because I was such a rebellious kid, and honestly, me and Anthony were talking about this and he was like, "You did that?" I actually swam in the Hudson River before when I was in middle
So
school.
I said, ew.
I know, like I was so crazy when I was younger, and I remember, and poor Erica, shout out again to her, but like I brought her with me to swim, and it was such a bad experience. She was so scared, and I'm like, oh shit, we gotta go home. But like honestly, like because I was such a rebellious kid, like I just never thought about the consequences. I was like, so what? Like what? Who cares? You know?
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, losing my father, and it just felt like, I know I needed to man up, and I always think about it, and like, honestly, I'm so grateful for Anthony's like friendship, because like we talk about that every March. It was his anniversary, and Anthony grounds me a lot. He's like, no, you would be proud. Like, you have to see your accomplishments, and I always think about him, and I always think like, oh, what he would think of me now, but like I I always, because of his death, I will always want to honor him. And like, I actually recently got, this is my first tattoo.
Oh.
Was so painful. I don't know how Anthony has a whole ass sleeve.
Really?
Yeah. But literally, this is my first tattoo, and it's to honor him. So like, and thank you for sharing your story, because like, it made me reflect. Like, oh, I know exactly what was a misfortune that turned into opportunity.
Okay. Aw. Oh, that's crazy. The timing. Too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when is his like anniversary, if you don't mind me asking?
At the ending of March.
At the end of, oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
21st.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
But like, I always use this time to, in the time of March, I always think about him, or think about the good times, and then, you know, like, help my family, and we always think about like the happy times, you know.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So I don't want to keep going towards like death, but I mean I think that would be kind of a misfortune. Like in 2001, obviously 9/11 happened. Like 3 days later, my dad's father passed away. I would say that was also an opportunity, because not only did it kind of bring my family together, but it also kind of served to, you know, give my dad purpose. And then it also gave me purpose, because, you know, obviously my dad was very focused on, you know, advancing in his own career path. But I guess seeing him work so hard, it was like also an inspiration. And I think that's kind of I guess where my work ethic came from, where it's like, if I'm gonna work on something, I'm gonna, you know, like obviously dedicate to it, but I also like, you know, I think that's
Snapple fact.
Yeah, I'm like,
but I think that's like the reason why also like being in this country, like it's not easy, like, you know, obviously being here. And I think that's probably the only reason why we stayed, because, you know, obviously we couldn't leave at that time. We couldn't even go to his funeral. But I think if we had left, then it would have been like, I don't know if like it's worth coming back, you know. It's like, because you just feel so attached, and I think going back just means like, all right, like it's better to just keep the roots, you know, where they came from. And that was kind of like the mentality that he had as well. So definitely, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that, I think. So, yeah.
I love that. That was very beautiful.
What about you?
I could same with the same story with Judith said. I feel like it was more of a self-awareness shit that I had to get my mindset right. Honestly, the last 2 years was crazy, bro. Like, speaking about death and shit, like, I know I say it a lot and shit like that, and I know it's not like a joke, but it was 2 car accidents that I had where I honestly, bro, I don't know how I survived that shit, bro. I swear to God. Like, the first one was bad where, like, bro, that shit was just crazy. I have PTSD still, like, getting into cars sometimes, but I just got used to, like, getting used to it or whatever. But these last 2 years was a lot. Like, I feel like I lost my sanity. My sanity just, like, disappeared, but during that time, I actually had to see what I had to fix, like, from, like, my career-wise, school-wise, like, just lifestyle. Like, damn. I don't know, bro. But I feel like I lost a lot of people throughout the last 2 years. Lost a lot of just, I don't even know how to explain it, gang. Like, shit's crazy. I just lost myself. I feel like I lost myself 2 years ago, and I'm now, like, finding the real old Anthony who, like, everyone used to fuck with, like, everyone who used to talk to and shit like that. Because you could ask these two that I disappeared for, like, 2 years, 3 years probably more. Focuses on some, like as we say, we focus on other people's life instead of your own. So I was trying to build other people's lives beside my own. But it was until last year where I was like, you know what, fuck everyone else's life. When am I going to finally, like, live my story and shit like that? And honestly, if I didn't lose where I was living conditions, like, my living conditions was crazy. Family was just distance. Friends was just switching left and right. Even loved ones, like, it was crazy. I felt like I lost everyone and shit like that. And it got to the point where, like, I have a kid, right? So having a kid is like you're worrying about yourself and him too. So I always had to make sure he was good. So I didn't care. Like I will always walk home to him and like show him that I'm good. You know what I mean? But the worst, hardest thing was to like, it was the end where I would have to leave and go where I had to stay at. And he would tell me straight up, he's like, I hate that you always have to go. I hate that I never have a chance to like actually be with you or mom. You know what I mean? So that shit hurt until recently, like now that I was able to fix all my problems, let all the loose ties or like whatever was holding against me, like on my shoulders and shit, was able to get off. And now like he gets to see like exactly how I'm starting to elevate, like sorry, not elevate, like elevate in life from like podcasting, from like just doing everything now, like improving from like graduating school, going to get a better career right now. I'm about to make double the money I was making right now. Well, not double, like type shit double.
Double.
Literally, I'm about to make double the money I'm doing. I want grants. I'm applying for more grants for this podcasting shit, and like I felt like I lost myself, and then I had to like find who I really am later on. So like I honestly got to see like the blessings of like my son knows like we struggled a lot, but like where we're going right now is like the better path, and like everything happens for a reason. So I could say like I lost my sanity and then found it again. So that's one tragic thing, because I was a fucked up person, I think. I was very dark until like I started to understand more people's perspective. It was either my way or no way, until I started to like hear people out, and I was like, oh shit, it would be way much easier like just hearing people out type shit, if that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like I lost myself and then found it. That's my question or answer. I started talking a lot. I started chatting. That's why chatting ain't happened.
That's what we're always like, you're chatting.
That was the opportunity.
So this was Unraveling episode 4.
He's like, we're doing the cameras now.
Cameras are back to reality. Yeah, life is crazy, bro. And like, just count our blessings every single day. Like, we're gonna lose people. People come and go, life or dead. Like, just cherish every moment that you get to spend with somebody, because you just something a good friend once told me is tomorrow's not a promise. Literally, tomorrow isn't a promise at all. And just be grateful who's around right now, because tomorrow, in the blink of an eye, everything could just all disappear. Mm-hmm. From sleeping on the bed, from showering, from holding somebody, all that shit, bro. Shit's scary to lose and hard to get back. So, yeah.
What a group of resilient people. Oh my god. I am honored to be your guys' friends.
Likewise, bro.
Yes, we learned a lot more about Manny right now than I think in the past few like years that we've known each other.
We've known of Manny for quite some time.
But this is like a new side of Manny. This is a whole new side. So yeah, we're really grateful that you felt comfortable enough to open up here. Mm-hmm. But also, just thank you for having us. And obviously, like, we would love to have you back for another episode. Whenever you can. So there's the invite.
No, honestly, thank you guys for inviting me to Unraveling. I had such a blast, and shout out to Let's Get Deep. Let's
get deeper.
Yeah, that was really deep. Not gonna lie.
Alright, so
this is the Manny I see on the daily and shit like that. This is all new to you, but this is literally conversation you have with Manny. But like as we said, so thank you for coming on the show, bro. We really appreciate that. And where can we find you?
I'm
besides in person.
I'm old school, but I do think I have a Facebook, or I'll make one soon. Just type in Manny Rivera.
Got you.
Actually, you know what? Reach my email. That's
how old school.
Email.
You're like, you know what? Just send me a letter. Like,
send me a postcard.
I don't have a PO box yet, but I will probably make social media. But for now, I think the best way to contact me is my email, manny.rivera1797@gmail.com.
I love that.
I think like more people should like start using their emails like that.
So old school. Literally, I deleted my social media.
I literally made an Instagram just for the podcast.
I need to get on that.
And I'm still learning. So
Facebook coming pending.
Stay tuned.
All right. So, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 4. So, yeah, let us know what your favorite game is for you and your friends in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Yeah.
Stay tuned, guys. Every Tuesdays, Unraveling the Mind.
Every Tuesday.
Any last words or any shout outs?
Honestly, shout out to us as a collective, as all of us are Latino and Latina.
Yup.
Shout
Say
out
it
to
louder,
our
Manny.
audience, not gonna lie, for real. 2023 is all about growth.
Shout out to our haters on TikTok. I had to just put that out there.
Meet me outside. That's what I said.
As Selena Gomez would say, just kill them with kindness.
For real.
Smile and wave, boys.
All right.
All right, guys. All right, bye. See you next time.